Once upon a time, in a vast and prosperous empire, there lived a mighty emperor known for his strength and power. His armies were undefeated, his wealth was immeasurable, and his rule unchallenged. But within the walls of his grand palace, the emperor carried a burden invisible to the world, a restless heart. This emperor sought me out one day. He knelt before me, a man stripped of his titles by the weight of his own thoughts, and said, "Monk, I have everything, yet I feel empty. What am I missing?" I smiled at him and said, "Your strength lies not in what you have, but in what you release." Let me tell you what I shared with him. It might just change your life too. I took the emperor to a quiet garden and handed him a heavy clay pot filled with water. I asked him to hold it outstretched, with both hands, as long as he could. At first, he laughed. After all, this task was nothing for a man who wielded swords and commanded armies. But as the minutes passed, the pot grew heavier. His arms began to tremble. "How do you feel?" I asked. "This is unbearable," he replied. "Let go of the pot," I told him. And he did, watching the water spill, a mixture of relief and realization washing over his face. "You see," I explained, "this pot is like your worries, your ambitions, your grudges. The more you hold on, the heavier they become. Strength is not enduring the weight. It is knowing when to set it down." The emperor learned that day that true power lies in detachment, not in apathy, but in mindful release. He began to see that his restless heart was not a curse. It was a compass pointing him toward what truly mattered. And so I ask you, what are you holding on to that no longer serves you? A grudge? A fear? An expectation of perfection? When you let go, you create space, not just in your hands, but in your heart. The emperor, once celebrated for his strength in battle, became known for his wisdom in peace. And you too have that strength within you, the strength to choose, to release, to live freely. Remember, you are not defined by what you hold, but by what you make room for. Be still, be mindful, and most importantly, be free. Reflect on your own journey. Are you holding on to burdens that weigh you down? Watch, breathe, and take the first step toward true freedom.